Hi, JD here, and I'm here to give you another case study because you haven't had enough from me, okay? So I'm here to show off and boast and tell you how good our environment is at the instituteofwow.com, but at the same time, whilst it may sound a little boastful, you can walk away with some pretty good information here that you can use for your business absolutely free of charge, okay? So when people say to me, oh, I see you on Facebook and LinkedIn and you're a bit of a show-off, I go, well, yes, look, if you get Facebook and LinkedIn right, in terms of providing lots and lots and lots of value, like Gary Vaynerchuk does and Grant Cardone does and a whole bunch of other people, there's a pretty good chance that when people see what you're doing, that they'll go, we want more of this, how do we do that? And then they will knock on your door, and then of course you can sell them your coaching or consult program or whatever it might be. So I always say to people when they go, oh, you pitch a bit, yes, of course, because this social media thing should be a money machine if you know how to use it. So if you're watching this, whether it be on Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram, whatever it may be, remember that if you own a business, you can just replicate this. I'm telling you that this stuff is dynamite. If you continue to give great value, the likes of Gary Vaynerchuk and Grant Cardone, particularly Gary Vaynerchuk, then you'll find that people will follow you as they are me. Okay, we've got a whole bunch of, I think we're 15,000 or more, I think, on LinkedIn these days. So you'll build up a list and then you can actually exploit that list by offering these people special deals, special offers. So do it. I'm going to tell you about this particular one that involves Patty Newton, who happens to be an Australian icon with her husband Bert Newton, of course. And this happens to be a company called Great Value Holidays, and it's a bus touring company that specialises on putting together tours for seniors, people who are more than likely retired, and they are wanting, I guess, the more wealthy seniors, okay, because they do charge a few dollars to go to the locations that they go to. And they said to me, look, our sales are sort of flatlined and, we're doing well, which they were, but they'd like to do better. And I said, okay, well, let's have a look at your audience. And the audience, yes, as I said, were more than likely over 65 and they enjoyed travel and they probably had $1 or $2. And I said, well, look, why don't you do what I did with the Greater Building Society, where I got Jerry Seinfeld to be their spokesperson. And I know I've shown off about that over and over again, but it was a bit of a coup. We got Jerry Seinfeld to be the spokesman for the Greater Building Society, and the reason he fitted that mould perfectly is because the Greater was a cheeky brand. Maybe not these days, I'm not there anymore, but it was for the time that I was there, almost a Virgin style brand where it was cheeky. It was taking on the big boys like the big banks and being cheeky, so Seinfeld was perfect. In this instance, if you're looking for people of a certain seniors age group, then Patty Newton would just be the absolute perfect spokesperson. Anyway, I contacted her and she was nice enough to say, yes, she'd do it. And we got Patty involved. And I've got to tell you, it made a significant difference to, not just the brand persona of this business, but also to the sales. And so you'll see also too here that in the early days, this particular company had a website that was not real flash. And what's coming up on your screen at the moment is the original website. Okay. I said to the owner of the business, where were you taking these people? To Mars? You'll see there's no people. Okay. People are attracted to people who look like them. So if you're looking for someone that comes from Sanctuary Cove, which is a beautiful gated, rich community on the Gold Coast, then you should show people who look like they live in Sanctuary Cove. It's called message to market match. So anyway, cut a long story short, we got involved and changed the website to what you're about to see on the screen right now. Have a look at it and you'll see there that, it's a completely different demeanor whatsoever. You'll see there that we've got a picture of the bus, we've got a picture of people, we've got a picture of the locations. As you scroll down that particular page, you'll see there's a Macca's menu board, well, what I term as a Macca's menu board in terms of showing people the options that they have in terms of destinations. We've got testimonials, people raving about the fact that they'd been on one of these tours and how good it was. A vastly different website. If you look at the before and after of both of those websites, you'll see that it's chalk and cheese, absolute chalk and cheese. Now this was prior to, getting Patty Newton involved. This was a transformation without any celebrity. So when Patty came along, a whole different story again. She just took it to another level. So let me just show you the video that we put together for social media and for TV ads starring Patty Newton.
If you're like me, you love going on holidays. myhostedholidays.com has put together Australia's best hosted tour companies on one website, whether it be via coach, cruise, rail, or even an international trip. At last, you can enjoy the convenience of having all your hosted holiday options in the one place at myhostedholidays.com.
We've found that we're getting a lot more traffic. It's staying on the site and having a look around. Before they were logging on, having a quick look and then going. So now we're finding that they're staying there longer. Plus it's generating bookings that were never happening before. So it's probably, it would be 50-50 inquiry with bookings now, whereas we never had bookings before. So that's a really good sign. Yeah, because it's a senior audience we're dealing with, I was a bit sceptical, I must admit, about putting the booking on there. I didn't think that they would book, that they always like to talk to somebody on a phone, but that hasn't really been the case. We've found that at least half the people that were looking want to book. That's what they're there to do, I guess, have a look, and if they found something they like, then they book at that time. So we've found that a great conversion result. So yeah, so now we've got money coming in from the bookings that was never there before. So that's definitely a good thing, obviously. Yeah, the transformation has been dramatic, I guess is the word. So the site is actually starting to work instead of not working, and it's gone from shit to gold.
So there you have it. Okay, pretty simple when you know how. And if you're looking at this going, oh my goodness, this is like a dramatic transformation. This is something like crazy. Well, yes, it was, okay? It's because we deal in the world of creativity, but creativity based on logic. You see, if you go to a lot of advertising agencies, excuse me whilst I do this, if you go to some creatives, you'll find that they might have some creative ideas, might have lots of creative ideas, but are they based on a message to market match mentality? In other words, is that idea going to resonate with the audience that you're looking for? And I think where we take great pride is that everything we create from a creativity point of view is based on maths and science, based on knowing the most profitable customer and then looking for more people who look like him or her, but doing it in a way that's going to be outside the box. What Anthony Robbins would probably call break the mold, okay? If you've been to an Anthony Robbins seminar, I'm sure you've seen him time and time again say, look, just break the mold. And that's what you've got to do if you want to actually head cut through with your advertising campaign. And the Institute of Wow.com, which is our business, we're all about providing our clients with game changer ideas that are direct response driven, but at the same time help build the brand persona. So we certainly absolutely understand that building a brand is absolutely important. Of course it is. We buy Kellogg's because it's Kellogg's. We buy Cadbury because it's Cadbury. We buy BMW because it's BMW. So whatever your brand persona of your business is, then we're all about protecting and even enhancing that. But at the same time, we will bring in what we call direct response marketing tactics to make sure you sell a bunch load of stuff at the same time. And direct response is based on 5 things. Let me tell you what they are before I get out of here. Number 1, identifying your most profitable customer and then looking for more people who look like him or her. Number 2, creating a wow factor to take their eyes off the price. Okay, now that wow factor might be a celebrity spokesperson like a Seinfeld or Patty Newton or someone like that, or it might be a free Happy Meal toy style giveaway, okay, but it's a wow factor to take their eyes off the price. Number 3, you need to use the problem solution scenario. What's your problem? In this instance, it was, look, you're sitting home and you really would like to get out more and go on one of these guided, hosted tours. Well, guess what? We're the ants' pants. We wouldn't have Patty Newton promoting us if we were second class. We're the number 1 in Australia. So it's all about problem solution. Number 4, and that is having a direct response website. So fix your website. Change it from being an information-based website to a sales juggernaut. We can show you how to do that. And number 5, build repetitive trade. Okay, build something into your marketing campaign that's going to get them to come back and back and back more often. Simple as that. If you're interested in learning more about this direct response stuff that helps build your brand persona at the same time, and there's a whole bunch of creativity attached to it, then click the link above or below and you'll go through to a page where you'll see how we can do that for you. And if you own a business, then you might like to tap into this, because guess what? Joining our private consult program is probably less than what you'd spend on a graduate out of uni to be a marketing assistant in your business. That's how inexpensive the investment is for you. He says, of course, with a big pitch. Okay, over and out. Hope you enjoyed the day.